What's going on, Stim Junkies? High Stim Ace here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to join me here for this sleep aid review. And I know you guys are training really hard in the gym. I know you're all taking your high stim pre-workouts at least once or twice a week, maybe even more. You guys, I never know with you guys how many times you're hitting the illicits, but your body, after dealing with all these illicit ingredients, needs time to recover properly. And this is why in this day and age, a lot of companies release their sleep aid recovery formulas where you take them the previous night before you go to sleep. And theoretically, it's supposed to help you fall asleep, stay asleep longer, and basically recover your body and get you in prime shape for the very next workout the next day. So what we have here today is one such product, and I've already reviewed a plethora of sleep aids. You guys can check out my reviews playlist. I always link everything in the description down below. But what we have here today is a sleep aid from Kilo Labs. I know you guys know the name Kilo Labs. They released a bunch of good pre-workouts as well as a few other good products, but this here is their sleep aid, and it is simply known as Zombie. Look at this tub over here, guys. If this isn't fitting for the spooky season, then I don't know what is. Look at this zombie coming out of the earth to attack or to fall back asleep. I don't know what this zombie's trying to do, guys, because we're trying to stay asleep. We're not trying to wake up from the dead, but it doesn't matter, guys. A name is just a name. A label is just a label. In the end of the day, you want to know, does this product work where it matters most, in the bedroom? Does it help you fall asleep, stay asleep, feel recovered and refreshed the next day? Let's talk about it. So yeah, in terms of aesthetic, this thing is absolutely beautiful. And you guys know that I'm into the horror theme. I love October. I love the spooky season. I love zombies. I love slashers. I'm into all this crazy stuff. So when I see a tub like this pop up, then I have no choice but to keep it. This here is an empty tub, but I'm definitely going to keep this one because I love it. It's a beautiful tub and I have to have it in my collection. But this here gives you 20 servings. It's the rainbow sherbet flavor, and it's a pretty decent flavor. Not the best flavor in the world, but certainly not the worst. I usually take the sleep aids and then go brush my teeth anyway, so it doesn't matter. It could taste like absolute junk, and I'm still going to brush my teeth afterwards, and I'm going to be okay, but that's just me. The flavor is not bad. It's kind of like a rainbow candy flavor. Goes down relatively easy. I like it. No major problems going down. So we get down to the label, and like I said, you are getting 20 servings per container in here. No 40-20, no 1 scoop, 2 scoops. This is actually a big, hefty scoop coming in at 22.4 grams. It's a pretty big scoop as far as sleep aids go. But then again, a lot of the other sleep aids, you could take them at 2 scoops, which essentially will come out to about 20-25 grams anyway. So maybe 22 and 22.4 ain't all that bad, right? So we're going to begin with the recovery matrix in here. And the first ingredient you have is the BCAA 211 vegan instaminose. So that is amino acids, right? Branched chain amino acids, 7,000 milligrams. It's going to help you recover. It's going to help your muscles. It's going to help you with pretty much feeling fully rested for the next day, right? Essentially, it is part of the recovery matrix after all. You're getting collagen peptides, 5,000 milligrams. That especially helps your hair, skin, and nails. I used to take collagen on its own. This is a more concentrated form, collagen peptides, so going to help in that aspect there. And then you do have L-glutamine, which helps with amino acid production. That comes in at 3,000 milligrams. Okay, so that is the first category. The second category is blood flow matrix. You're getting L-arginine at 1,000 milligrams and L-ornithine also at 1,000 milligrams. Very interesting so far. You don't see these ingredients in sleep aids typically, but I'm sure that the formulator from Kilo Labs had his reasons and has his ideas for including these two ingredients in here for the blood flow, maybe just to help everything process more efficiently. It makes sense, right, if you think about it, but really this is what we're waiting for, and that is the relaxation matrix. We got GABA coming in at 1,000 milligrams, and I love that dose. 1,000 milligrams of GABA for me is perfect. You don't need to exceed it. A lot of these sleep aids today, especially ones that used to include phenibut, and now they have to remove the phenibut, they replace it with GABA, and they put an exorbitant amount of GABA in there, anywhere from 2 to 3 grams, which for me personally, I'm not a fan of, because GABA has this effect where it kind of creates a warmness around your chest, but if you're not used to that feeling, you're not used to that sensation, it can almost feel like it's closing in on your chest a little bit and give you shortness of breath. And the last thing I need at night before I go to sleep is shortness of breath, which is why a lot of sleep aids that have the 1 scoop, 2 scoop, I usually tend to run them at 1 scoop, even if it takes longer for the effects to actually hit me. At least I know I'm not going to have that tightness in the chest, that shortness of breath, because I'm not a fan of it at all. I don't like that warm feeling in my chest. I want to have good breathing when I go to sleep. I need airflow to fall asleep. So the last thing I need to do is feel constricted before bedtime, right? So 1 gram of GABA for me is perfect. It's going to give you that good, sleepy head high to really give you that feeling that you want to fall asleep. It's going to get your eyelids a little bit heavier. It's going to have you feeling good and relaxed. And you're going to feel a little bit of that warmth on the chest, but nowhere near the level of feeling like you're being pressed on the chest and compressed. I don't like that feeling. That's just me, though. Maybe you guys like it. L-tryptophan comes in next, 1,000 milligrams, supposed to have numerous benefits, help a little bit with mood, and just increase your dopamine production a little bit. So that's good, right? You want to feel good before you go to bed. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Got some valerian root extract, 300 milligrams for relaxation, a nice natural herbal ingredient. I like that. And then we have Mucana pereira's extract, L-dopa, 250 milligrams. So a great addition here. And I do see it in some pre-workouts sometimes, these more nootropic focused pre-workouts. It really gives you a little bit of a clarity, a little bit of a good buzz. And this here could also be utilized within this formula to give you a little bit of a buzz. You want to feel nice, relaxed, kind of happy buzz before you fall asleep. Sweet thoughts, sweet dreams, right? So I like the addition of L-dopa in here, really good. 250 milligrams is great. And we finish off the label with melatonin at 3 milligrams, which is a pretty modest dose, but it's going to help bring the entire package together and really help you fall and hopefully stay asleep. Before I get down to reviewing the zombie sleep aid from Kilo Labs, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or someone who needs to get a good night's sleep. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Okay guys, so I'm going to keep it brief. There's no reason for me to dwell on it and spend too much time talking about how exactly this sleep aid differentiates from others. I'm going to tell you what you came here to hear. This thing definitely works, and it's going to have you asleep in about 30-35 minutes. You take it, like I said, half an hour before you fall asleep, or rather before you want to fall asleep, and it's going to do its thing. You're going to feel a little bit of a good mood, a nice relaxation. Quite the opposite of taking a high stim pre-workout. You're going to feel some sort of a head buzz, but not a stim-based head buzz. It's actually fully the opposite. You're going to feel a nice relaxing head buzz, a nice relaxation that accompanies the feeling of starting to feel a little bit tired. You're going to feel the eyelids get a little bit heavy. You're going to feel the muscles relaxed, and that might have to do with the blood flow ingredients. Everything is processing through your system very efficiently. The muscles are going to be relaxed. So if you had a long training session in the gym, you're pushing hard and you're aggressive and you're pumped up and the muscles are sore and the joints are aching, this is actually going to really help with that pain management, almost like taking Tylenol extra strength at 2 capsules. It almost has like a similar type of effect, which is very cool. So you combine that aspect of it with the aspect of feeling tired and you're ready to fall asleep, you're ready to get a good night's sleep, a little restfulness, then this here is a great product, man. And I really like it. The GABA is dosed perfectly at 1 gram, and in my experience, you really don't have to overdo it unless you are going the 1 scoop, 2 scoop route, in which case you could do 1 gram or 2 grams for those of you that do enjoy that tightness in their chest. I personally am not a fan of it, but that's just me. You guys do you. 1 gram of GABA is great, but you got to keep in mind that this isn't something you want to be taking regularly, because if you do take it every night, the GABA's effectiveness will wear off a little bit. So to me, this is definitely something you could take every other day, maybe 3-4 times a week. Take it 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off, and therefore you're not going to get you're not going to build too much of a tolerance to that GABA, and it's going to be a good night's sleep every single time. I notice when I take this product that I do end up staying asleep throughout the night, unless I do have to wake up to pee, because that does happen regularly. I drink a lot throughout the day, and a lot of times at night I'll wake up even 2-3 times to pee. It is what it is, the life of High Stim Ace. But the most important thing is that when I get back to bed after using the restroom, as soon as my head touches the pillow, I knock right back out, because the last thing you want is to be back in bed at 3 in the morning after taking a leak and you can't fall back asleep, right? That's the worst. That sucks. But this product is great in the sense that you will fall right back asleep and pick up where you left off. I didn't notice any crazy dreams on this. I know sometimes people that take melatonin, they say they get weird dreams. I don't know. I've been taking melatonin on and off for so many years that to me it doesn't really do much. 3 milligrams is not such a crazy dose. I've taken even up to 10 milligrams in the past, so 3 for me is not bad. But combining that with the valerian root, the L-dopa, and all the other ingredients in here really synergizes well. This is a great sleep aid, and I think you guys are definitely going to enjoy it. For you guys that want the recovery aspect to go along with the sleep aid, then Zombie, man, Zombie is definitely the sleep aid that you have been looking for. Kilo Labs really knocked it out of the park with this product here. To pick up the Zombie Sleep Aid, you can head over to kilolabs.com or to nutricartel.com. I got discount codes for both. I'm going to link them both down below. Pick up from whichever vendor you want. But this here is a quality product. You guys will like it. And I think your body will thank you for a good night's sleep and recovery session. Thank you so much for joining me for this brief review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did find this video to be beneficial, don't forget to like the video, comment below for the algorithm, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or a sleep enthusiast, and I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.